State Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. These guys have a pass-catch combination as good as any in the country. David, they always seem to be in sync.
Yeah, if that guy out wide is covered, he's open. And if you got a great quarterback like this, too, it just all works hand in hand. He's looking for him. He's going to force feed him. He's got that kind of arm talent. So a duo that is really hard to stop.
Yeah, and I think what's special about these two is obviously the quarterback has great arm strength, and this receiver can run routes and catch the ball, but their chemistry is just remarkable. It always seems like when there's a big play to be had, the QB is looking for his go-to guy on the outside, and nobody can stop them. These guys have put in the work together all offseason, and it's showing up on game day.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wildcats offense coming on the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now we get our first look at Mekhi Nelson. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield. It's Townsend. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Complete on third down. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Wilson. Stopped right there.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Swats it away.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Motion from the back. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the...
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the run, it's Nelson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll ride him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quick give. It's Wilson. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. And the RPO got him. Dragged down.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Trying to do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. That's caught. It's Nelson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Under pressure. And down he goes.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells to run, looking to pass. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Long way to go on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Pulls it in. Powers through the defender. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass on second down. Turns out it's Wingo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Got a man in the middle. Timeout taken here. Second one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sets his feet. It's Jacobs. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Press center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Looks it in. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated out front at the point of attack.
Now he's looking to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. Got his man. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw. It's Jacobs. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And now on second down for this offense. Right back to the well. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and go.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Kansas State sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddle up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from the back.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Drops back on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Wingo. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Looking to the big tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wilson on the carry. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Might as well give it to him again. Enough to move the chains. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Jacobs. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he tacks on the extra point. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Shoots it to the left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. He'll try to do it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Turns it upfield. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Reels it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can the defense stop them again on touchdown Wildcats? And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
That makes the score Kansas State 35, Texas 10. Number 43, set to kick it off. Texas.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing